Nukne ej yelel lalth hov trelks ku crate unboxing. I apologize to my Klingon fans, I might have gotten some of the pronunciation wrong. But like I said, hello and welcome to the next Star Trek Mission Crate unboxing. Today we're looking at the second crate, which, despite the fact that this was supposed to be a twice and every other month sort of deal with the crates, this is the second one being delivered in August, when the first one was supposed to be delivered in December of last year, meaning that we should be nearly done with them by now, but we're only on number 2 of 6. You know, I should be a little peeved about that, but I'm a diehard Star Trek fan, so I'm willing to overlook it. For now. Anyway, like I said, this is the second crate, and it is themed to the Way of the Warrior, which means it's themed around Klingons, and more specifically, Worf, son of Moog from Next Gen and DS9. The crate itself has a red and blue motif, and is designed with the Star Trek logo, the Delta symbol, some United Federation of Planets logos, and it's got the words Mission Crate up on top, and then it says the Next Generation above it, which makes sense because this is about Worf, and he is a character from the Next Generation, and we have the Loot Crate and Quantum Mechanics logo proudly emblazoned at the bottom. So let's take a look at what's actually inside the crate. The crate's inside contains another UFP logo, and on the inner part of the box we have the intro monologue from the original Star Trek, in a crate themed around a character from the Next Generation. Adding in the fact that the Wolf 359 box was shaped like the shuttlecraft Galileo, despite the fact that it was about the Borg, I have to wonder if anyone at Loot Crate has ever seen a single episode of the show. Pedantic, I know, but bear with me. Inside, we'll start with the figure, which is the same sort of stature that we got with Locutus last time, but this time it's Worf in his first contact / later season DS9 uniform, snarling and wielding his bat'leth. The outside of the box is decorated with some DS9 logos, again, not technically Next Generation, but it's the same era, so I'll forgive it. There's a small blurb about Worf, which you can pause the video to read, and it has a nice window to view the figure that's sealed with Velcro. It's actually rather cool and nicely in scale with the Locutus figure, but one problem I have is that the bat'leth is really hard to get into his hands, and it's really sharp. Next up is a Tribble. Okay, Klingons hate the Tribbles because they're an ecological terror, so why is this in a Klingon-themed box? Oh, it's a mirror universe Tribble, so maybe it works like in Star Trek Online where the cannibal Tribbles eat the other ones, and so the Klingons like them because they kill other Tribbles. It's pretty well made and soft and nicely detailed, so even though it's slightly inaccurate, I like it. Following that, we have the wearable, a pair of socks with the Klingon trefoil emblem on them. Why that wasn't on the outside of the box is beyond me, but they seem to be rather nice and possibly sturdier than my other Loot Crate socks. Next up is a magnetic Klingon badge, which is nice, and if the quality of the other ones are any indication, probably very sturdy. And then we have a Star Trek Discovery lapel pin that features the gold command comm badge. I admit I personally would have preferred engineering, but it's still pretty cool, and I hope I'll be able to find a jacket to put it on. After that, we've got a Star Trek Online code for a Bird of Prey. That's basically the Klingon version of the one that came with the first crate, with the special ship, gear, and emote included. And finally, a Klingon trefoil sticker, similar to the Borg Resistance's Futile one. It looks nice and sharp, and it's black and red, so it matches my personal aesthetic. And that brings us to the end of this Loot Crate unboxing. So what did I think of the Way of the Warrior? Well, it was, let me see if I can find the right word in the dictionary. It was look. It was okay for what it was. I'm not super into the whole Klingon stuff, although I will admit that the stuff in here was pretty cool, and I really like the Worf statue. Although I'm not 100% on board with the Tribble, because again, pedantic Star Trek fan. But another thing is that with the delays that this thing has had, I don't feel like it was worth waiting almost an entire year for. If I had one thing to say to Loot Crate, other than get your shit together, it would be look, which in Klingon means hurry up. Hopefully the next crate won't be nearly as delayed, and honestly, if we got 3 of these at once, I wouldn't mind, but I think if it's still 2019 and we haven't gotten them yet, I might have some serious reservations about doing another one of the specialty crates again. They've been pretty good with the monthly crates. I subscribe to both the regular and the monthly ones, and they've been pretty good with that, so I hope that they'll be able to put the same sort of quality and effort that they put into their monthly ones for stuff like this. And I've also heard stuff about their Fallout crate, that some people are disappointed with it for similar delay reasons. So this might be a problem with the license stuff, and it might be a licensing thing. I don't know what the reason is, but like I said, I really hope that they manage to work out the kinks, and I'm not waiting another 5 or 6 months for the next crate. But for the content inside and for the value, I would say it was pretty good. I mean, it's worth it for the Star Trek thing alone, because the stuff for Star Trek Online is really good. And any Trek fan would be happy to have a Worf statue and a magnetic badge, and the sticker's definitely going on the back of my laptop. But I think now is where my patience is probably going to wear thin if it's another delay after this one. But I'm rambling about the delays, and you probably don't care about that. You want to know, did I think it was good? Yes, I thought this was a decent crate. The design of the crate's weird. I don't know why it has this Space the Final Frontier message on the inside, especially one that's the original series and not the Next Generation, which is on this crate like 6 times. But it was a good crate, and I think it definitely lived up to the idea of the Way of the Warrior, even if it's not exactly an honorable thing to have to make your customers wait this long. So if you like that video, you can subscribe and check out my other videos. I have another unboxing of the first one, if you're curious of that, and I have a lot of other unboxing videos for other loot crates, and I have reviews and vlogs and whatever else you might find amusing on the channel, so go check it out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and if you liked the video, you can hit subscribe and watch one of my other videos. My videos can be found on any of these fine sites, and if you want to help out, maybe consider supporting the show on Patreon. See you next time.